subscribe, like, comment, and hit the notification bell.
Good morning, friends. How are y'all? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Brandy and I follow Weight Watchers. I'm low energy right now because I'm up earlier than normal and I'm still not sleeping well. If you've been here a hot minute, you know that's a common occurrence here. But I'm up normal because we have a water leak caused by mice, and a pest guy's coming today to see if there's still mice in the house and seal up any areas, just all that. I mean, we always have pest control, but they don't include like rodents and stuff. But anyhow, they're just like for spiders and stuff like that. And luckily, one of our friends started his own company, so we're using him. So if you're in Waxahachie, Dominion Pest Solutions, I believe is the name of the company. He literally just started it. But he's been in pest control for like over 25 years. So he just went out on his own. But I'm going to make me a really simple breakfast. It's a breakfast I've been enjoying more than I typically would. I'm going to scramble 2 eggs with a little bit of milk and then just a piece of toast. And then I'm going to smear either cream cheese or avocado, something on the toast. Super, super simple. I know I did that last time, but it's low point and it's filling. Last time I did 3 eggs. That's too many. These are really, really big eggs. 2 is plenty. So let me get started. But I do have, this is my first time. Oh shoot, I can't, duh. It has water in it. I can't flip it over. Oh no, my butter came out. What does that mean? This is not, this butter is supposed to stay in here. What did I do wrong, people? Did I fill it too much with water? I didn't do something right. Darn it. That's frustrating. So the water's supposed to stay, or the butter's supposed to stay up here. I have no idea why my butter, I don't know if maybe I was supposed to push it harder in this thing or if mine got too hot. I have no idea. I'm gonna have to figure that out. But yeah, I'm gonna use just a tiny, tiny bit of real butter. I've been missing it in my life, to be honest. And so, you know what? I'm gonna do it and I'm not gonna think twice about it. Although I am frustrated now that I know my little thing's not working. Got to figure that out. I don't think it's anything to do with my container per se, because I can't imagine how that would impact it. It's either the temperature or my water level, I'm assuming. I'm going to put it back in. We'll see next time. Yeah, so it ended up not being a very good weekend with the water leak and everything. You know, it's just a hassle. And it's a lot of money. My husband and I were planning a little weekend getaway, 4-night getaway to Mexico in December. Now I'm not so sure. I don't like spending big money and then more money. So we'll see. While my eggs cook, I'm going to make my coffee. Vanilla almond milk, unsweetened of course. Starbucks dark roast, unsweetened of course. Fill that sucker up high today. Matter of fact, I may need a little bit more almond milk. There we go. And then a tablespoon, as close as I can, to sugar-free creamer. There we go. And I got some new glass straws from Temu. The aesthetically pleasing. No, actually my old metal straws, all the paint was coming off. And it dawned on me that I am probably consuming that. So I needed new straws. So worked out. But these are like thicker than my other ones. So it's kind of weird in my mouth. But I'm sure I'll get used to it. But yeah, I've been having a time, people. Just been having a time. Not a great time either. Between not sleeping and then just like various stuff going on in my personal life, I'm not in a good stage of life right now. But that's okay, because every stage of life passes, right? So just trying to tell myself that. I'm also traveling for work this week. I gotta go to Kentucky. I'm gonna stay in Lexington for just 2 nights. But I'm thinking about doing a little like work travel vlog while I'm there. I really won't be doing like any tourist things, you know. I like fly in, fly out type of deal. But I still thought it may be fun to show a snippet. We'll see. I think I'll try that. On my toast, I'm gonna smear half with this berry cream cheese and then half with this jalapeno. A little sweet savory there. And I'm only gonna count it as a point because I literally barely put anything. So it will be a 2-point breakfast. My pest guy should be here in a minute. I keep anticipating him, especially because the dogs will go crazy. Debating whether or not I should put up the dogs for his arrival. Since he's a friend, he knows our dog, but it'll just be calmer if I put him up. So breakfast isn't that exciting, but it is super filling. That's my thing. It's super filling and it's low points. That's why I've been having similar like the last 3 days. But I'm excited about dinner tonight, so that'll be a fun meal to show you all. Lunch is not that fun, but you know, it's lunch. So, but stick around for dinner because pretty exciting, different meal, I'd say. Cheers. You say good morning, Rio. He's trying to play. What are you doing up there, Ash? Get down here. Walking into work, and man, I don't feel like going today. This is a Monday for sure. But I wanted to tell y'all, so the pesca, my friend, yeah, we have mice and rats. He showed me the trails in the attic, so I left him at the house when I was coming to work. He's gonna put out traps, try to seal some areas. Fun times, money, money, money. Gearing up to go get half of an Italian cookie. My worker's mom stopped by and brought cookies. And I have to try. So there's my little cookie, half. Has jam in the center, pretty good. No clue how many points I'll count for. Maybe like 4. Started with dessert, but now I'm gonna go make my salad. Half of this bag with a mini cucumber, Dr. Pepper Zero. Which one's this? Cherry. And I'll top it with some rotisserie chicken breast.
No.
4 o'clock snack time. A small mini apple. I need a pepper for dinner. Yes, I'm home from work. No segue there, sorry. But, oh man, I did not know. I had a couple really ripe ones. Did not know my husband cut them a few days ago and took them as snacks to work. So, have to take a semi-ripe one. That's okay, it'll work. I need a Fresno, and these are Santa Fe's. I'm thinking about also going ahead and grabbing a jalapeno because I know I have a few of those. Not the biggest ones, but I mean, I don't really need a big one. So I don't think it matters if it's full yet, right? Why does it matter if it's full? Full, like a big one. Let's go ahead and clip that guy too. You coming to say hi? You coming to say hi today, Peanut? You want a snack? I have this basil. My basil is like really overgrown. I'll have to see if they want any. He sees, he's already coming. I'll get a stack for both of them. We'll see. I'll come back because I also need chives. See if you like some basil. You like basil? Is that good? You gotta wait on your brother. Or actually, it's your dad. You don't need to eat it all. You don't like it? He ate it, but then you stop him. You want some? Go ahead and clip some chives too. Just a handful. It's hectic right now. My husband and I both just got home and the dogs are excited to say the least. So if you hear noise behind me, it's my doggies running around. But I'm getting ready to cook dinner. I got home a little early. It's like 5:57, which is early for me. I wasn't feeling good today. I still haven't felt well. My heart rate's been racing all day. So I'm just wanting to hurry up, cook dinner, sit down and relax. So I'm having this Korean pork medallions. This is originally with a pork tenderloin. I didn't have a pork tenderloin. I just had regular like pork. I just have like boneless, skinless pork chops. These are super thick cut, so I am actually going to cut them in half. So we'll get 4 servings. And then it's served with the slaw. But in addition to the slaw, you see we go with this little chicken. You would see your no chicken. You got your chicken. You want mommy? He wants me to chase him. He loves being chased for his toys by me. But I don't have time for that. But in addition to the slaw, I'm going to also roast some broccolini. And that was just because this was on sale for $1 at the store. I'm just going to spray this with like some non-fat cooking spray and pop this in the air fryer. But let's get our pork cut in half and then we'll make the slaw. And this should be a really, really quick, convenient, simple recipe. And the only thing we're really going to have to count points for is the pork. But let me bring you around and I'll go through the ingredients. Okay, like I said, we got some pork medallions. And then I also have a bag of slaw. It's 14 ounces. And then it calls for a Fresno chili. I don't have one. I have this little Santa Fe. You just saw me clip it. But I think I'm also going to add some jalapeno. And then it called for green onions. I forgot to add them to my grocery list. So I'm just going to add these chives, fresh chopped ginger, some garlic, some rice wine vinegar, sesame oil, soy sauce, brown sugar, but this is brown sugar substitute. I think this one's Swerve, and that's it. So, won't be bad at all. What am I marinating? I'm making a marinade, trying to figure out what goes with what. So let me read, and then I'll be back. Look how thick that is. That would take forever to cook. Just gonna cut them in half. I'm gonna actually go ahead and try to trim them up. I don't like this fat around it, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut that off. The pork's gonna be in a marinade, so I'm just gonna go ahead and throw them in my bowl, and then we will prepare the marinade directly on top of them. So for part of doing the marinade, need to wrap the peppers and jalapenos. That one has a lot of seeds. I need to figure out how to get the camera in front of me and not behind. That is a problem, but I don't know what to do to solve it. So I'm just gonna fine dice both the pepper, the Santa Fe pepper, and the jalapeno. It says to do them in rings, but I don't really know how hot these are, so I'd rather dice them than do them in big rings. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to blow out our tongue every time we take a bite of the slaw. And of course, if you don't like heat, you could leave these out. You could do it just with bell pepper, you know, any type of sweet pepper. But we really, really do enjoy slaw with peppers in it. Now I'm going to go ahead and also dice up some garlic. It says 3 cloves, but mine are tiny, so I'm just going to go ahead and do 4. And then I'm also going to cut up, oops, got my peppers everywhere. I'm going to go ahead and cut up this ginger. And the way I do ginger is I just kind of take off all the ends because it can be annoying. And you just cut off the outside. And then dice it up just like you would garlic or anything else. We'll see how it feels. Okay, all the ingredients are prepared. Not hard at all. So let's do the marinade. It says to put the soy sauce, the rice vinegar, brown sugar. Oh, I forgot sriracha. I didn't know I needed sriracha. Got some sriracha, ginger, and garlic. I hate how it says sriracha to taste. Like I'm making a marinade on raw meat. Like obviously I can't taste it. That's so annoying to me. Okay. And since I'm making a marinade from a recipe, I am going to measure. You'll like never see me measure on here, but I will this time. So it says combined soy sauce, which is 2 fluid ounces. So let's see if we can do 2 fluid ounces. That's quite a bit. I probably should be doubling this because I probably have more pork than the original recipe, but it'll be okay. I'm not worried about it. That's a lot. And I'm doing it here first just so I can dissolve everything before I pour it over the pork. For the rice wine vinegar, it's again 2 fluid ounces, but that's for the entire recipe. So it's actually 1 fluid ounce for the pork. Sriracha to taste, ginger and garlic. So I'm going to put all my ginger in. I love ginger, so I'm not worried about having too much ginger. Then all my garlic and sriracha. Let's just do a tablespoon since I have out the tablespoon. Why not? Like it doesn't even tell you like at all how much to use, so that should be good. And get out your mini whisk and whisk it all together. If you don't have a mini whisk, you can use a fork. But obviously, maybe not obviously, but I highly suggest you invest in a mini whisk. I find I use it all the time. It's like the best. Okay, so this is going to be my marinade for my pork. Pour that right in. I'm also going to add salt and pepper. It doesn't tell you to, but I feel like I should. Stir it all around, and I'll let this marinate while I make my slaw. Honestly, I wish I would have read this recipe this morning. I would have been marinating this all day. I really like to marinate my meat for a long period of time, but that's okay. The recipe only says to marinate for like 10 minutes, so, but marinate to me is always better, longer. Now, for the slaw, you're going to use your other 1 ounce of your rice wine vinegar, sesame oil, and your peppers. I'm going to put all these peppers in my bowl. Oh, you know, wait, hang on. I messed something up. Oh, I forgot my brown sugar. The whole reason I made the marinade in this little bowl first was to dissolve my brown sugar. And I freaking forgot to put it in. Isn't that annoying? Okay, I'm going to add a tablespoon of my brown sugar substitute. And it needs this ingredient because it'll make it, it's going to make the sauce like really thick when I cook it. So you like need it. So I'm just going to add it in and stir it around. But I highly recommend you do it like first. I had the intention there. I just didn't do it right, friends. So do the best you can now to like move it around. If you're like me and you lift out the ingredient. I was thinking about it. I was like, brown sugar's not going to go on my slaw. That would be nasty. And then that's when it dawned on me that I clearly forgot it, but that's okay. We'll make it work. Okay, it seems to dissolve pretty well. Into the slaw will be toasted sesame oil. I'm not sure how much. I hate how the amounts are on the front of the card rather than writing it into the recipe. You see what I'm saying? Like all the amounts I use are on the front, but the recipe is on the back. So when you're remaking it at home, you got to keep flipping to the front. But I understand why they do that is because the recipe comes when you order it from, this one's from Home Chef, the amount you have is what you use, so you don't have to look back to see. But when you're remaking it, you do. So it's a 1/2 ounce of the sesame oil. It's weird. It's weird to me that we're doing like ounces versus tablespoons, but whatever. My little cup has 1/2 ounce. Go ahead and whisk this with my mini whisk. my whole thing of slaw. So just mix this up really well and let this sit for a while you're cooking your porks. It'll definitely like wilt down as it sits. Coleslaw always does that. You'll be, or at least I used to be like tempted to add more liquid, and then I always would, like I'd add more vinegar, and then in 10 minutes it would be super wet and too soggy. So if you're tempted to add more liquid, don't. Just give it a while, because it like releases more liquid. It makes it. Yep, looking good. So I'm gonna leave that be. Move on. Forgot my chives, or green onions if you have them. Green onions would work better, but that's a-okay. At least I'm using stuff from my garden. I just checked my butter again. You know, I put less water in it from this morning, and it fell out again. What am I doing wrong? Time to start cooking. It says to reserve the marinade. We're gonna use that later to like thicken it up. So for now, we just want the pork straight in. Smells delicious. So let's chat while my pork cooks up. So if you notice, I'm not using my caraway, which is the first time since November of like, this November will be 2 years I've been using caraway, and I haven't brought out a single other pan. However, anytime you want to saute meat, even not even cooking high, the bottom of the pan just goes black like very, very quickly. And it's not really the intent of that type of dish. So I remembered I had this old one. So I think I'm going to make an intention to, when I'm searing off anything, even at not super high heat, to bring out this other pan. It works better, at least for now it does. So that's why I haven't given up on my caraway. Just certain instances I'm going to try to stop using it as much. It's just unfortunate because I don't have anywhere to keep this pan in the kitchen. I may have to like reorganize and see if I can do that. And then I also Googled about my crock, and it said it could be a couple things. One, that I'm not using pure butter. Like margarine is apparently too oily, but I do think that was pure butter. It was like in a stick, but I could have maybe bought like margarine. I don't know. I couldn't, you know, now the packaging's gone. That, or it said my container could be too warm, or like the temperature in your house is too warm, which I don't think so. My house during the day stays like 74 to 76, so I'd be surprised if that's it, because I think a lot of people's houses stay like that. And then it says also when I originally packed it that I didn't pack it securely enough, or perhaps it wasn't dried out enough initially. So I may like pull out the butter and try to repack it tonight. We'll see. I don't know. It's kind of annoying though, for sure. So this is not the right pan either. It's doing the same thing. Like it's just turning black. And yeah, it looks like I have it super high. And it's actually at like a 3. So that's just annoying. And I know it's because I have this sugar, but I don't know. I think I need to get me a cast iron for searing meat. What do you guys think? So I wiped out my dish really, really well. And I read to try to take a spoon and pack it in. But I will say it seems very, very soft. Like I don't know how to get it. Try to pack it. Let's see. Maybe I just didn't pack it well enough the first time. I'll see. I'm going to put it back in and we shall. Maybe we'll give it a test tonight. See if it falls out again. Now you're going to add in the sauce. Marinade, if you will. And it'll reduce down. They look extremely dark, but that is because there's that sugar in there. So I honestly don't know how you're supposed to do it and not get it like that. But it'll actually taste good. It just looks bad. So these have like 5 more degrees to come to temperature. So this sauce will get nice and sticky. Just cook it for about 3 minutes. So this whole meal for a 5-ounce pork chop is 6 points, and then I'll have to count 1 point for the sesame oil, so it's only a 7-point meal. The sesame oil was only half an ounce, and we're eating this over 4 servings, so for 1/8 of an ounce, that's where I get 1 point. Everything in the slaw is 0 points. The broccolini is 0 points. So it's actually a pretty healthy meal. And I have 1 cup of jasmine rice left over from like another meal this week. So just since we have all this like marinade sauce now, we're gonna eat that too. So I'm gonna spend, how much is, a cup of jasmine rice is 6 points. So I would imagine half a cup is going to be 3 points, but let me just make sure that it's correct. You know, Weight Watchers math can be crazy. Yeah, it's 3 points. So all in all, this is gonna be a 10-point dinner, but I have plenty of points today, so not bad. So let's plate. Honestly, I'm not even sure if this is a cup of rice. It seems, yeah, it's probably more like a 3/4 a cup we're gonna be splitting. Give my husband the big boy, and I'll take one of these smaller ones. But we definitely want some of the sauce. So here is the dinner. It's all glistening and glazed up. Should be pretty good. Mama can't play with your chicken?
Now what?
I'll back away slowly with my chicken. Or are you taking your baby chicken? That's a baby chicken. He doesn't want me to play with it, so he's going to take it in the other room. Rio, where's your new toy? Where's your new toy? Where's your cloud? Say, Mama, I don't know. Help me find it. Let's take a look at my planner. I planned yesterday, but I didn't add any plans to Monday because I didn't have anything like set in stone. Like I do pre-plan. Can you see? Let me see. I do pre-plan like when I have specific events like my housekeeper, and then I have 3 meetings at work. That's tomorrow. But today I didn't have anything specific. So now at the end of the day, I kind of go and like back plan, if you will. Like memory plan type. Oh, my pest guy came this morning and I weighed in. So those are 2 things I know I need to add. I don't really think I have like a sticker for pest control. I'm not sure what I'd use. So maybe just an alarm clock for that. Look through my cute sticker books. See if I can find anything for the pest control house. Oh, a house will be good. So first thing this morning, I weighed in. And then at the end of the day, what did I do today? We watched Big Brother, which technically it came on Sunday, but we watched it late. So I'm going to use that to mark Big Brother tonight. And then I'm filming today, so I might as well go ahead and document filming. And then I think that's it. I think I'm going to leave it really, really like airy, this spread, which is not usual for me. So filming, I want a bigger sticker for filming. So let's see. I have some tripods. Those even aren't that big. But it'll work. So let me go ahead and get that. I need more of those. I didn't know that. Okay, so put that down. And I think I'll go ahead and add some big florals. Just because I have this space. Okay, I added in a few things. I added in weigh-in. I added in, I'm going to go do my nails. The pest man came. I filmed, and then we watched Big Brother. So it like kind of gets filled in as I go. So I am getting ready to do my nails because I have a work trip and I just like my nails to look nice for travel. But I use Dazzle Dry. It's like a system. You put on a base, then a top, whatever. But it lasts really, really well on your nails. But I think it makes your nails like really hard when you use it. And the best part is it comes off with regular nail polish remover, like easy. And it doesn't ruin the quality of your nails. Like it doesn't make mine thin and brittle. So I'm just trying to figure out what color. I only have pinks and like a green. Like that's all I have right now. Because I just bought like a trial set. When I went to a salon, they used it and I fell in love with it. So then I wanted to try it at home. It's not that cheap, so that's why I just bought a few. I think I might go with green. I don't know. It's like getting to be fall and I don't have any other dark colors. Which, except this one, and I'm removing it, so. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. But if you paint your nails a lot, I highly suggest you get these little things just to soak off your polish. They work so freaking well. I mean, like, it takes like seconds. It's so much easier than like scrubbing them. Just put it on. I have my fingernail polish remover over here. Pop it on. And I'm cheap, so I do like 1 cotton ball and a thirds. That's it. I do 1 hand at a time. If you try to do all 10, you gotta have someone help you. I can't put them all on at once. But I will say my fingernail polish remover is from the Dollar Tree and I haven't used it yet. So I'm hoping that works. So if I have an issue, it is not the polish or these little pink things. It is definitely the nail polish remover. But usually by the time I get the 5th one on there, the first one I put on there is like ready to come off. I kind of like squish them pretty hard too. Okay, so I put this one on, so let's see. Man, I think I got crappy fingernail polish remover. That's annoying. Okay, I'm gonna wait a minute. It is Dollar Tree. Ugh. And I bought the non-acetone type, so that may be my problem too. If this doesn't come off, I may not be able to do my nails tonight. Oh, that's frustrating. If so, I'll just buy some and do it tomorrow. I still got 1 more night. Okay, it's official. This fingernail polish remover is doing nothing. Nothing. By now, like, it would already be gone with my old regular fingernail polish remover. So, like, I'm not even gonna attempt. It's not worth it. Like, I won't be able to get it off. So, if you're at Dollar Tree and you see this luxury fingernail polish remover, don't buy it. I just liked it because it had this pump top. Maybe I'll save the container and put my other one. So, not gonna do that tonight. Anyhow.
Womp womp.
That sucks. It like did nothing. It didn't even, like nothing came on. And you know how quick these work. Okay, friends, I'm not going to do anything else tonight. I've been exhausted, so. What a boring, what I eat in a day, probably. No, but my husband did say that my dinner, sorry, I just got a text from my friend and just got a really good text. Yeah, I got a good text from a friend. Not going to share because it's her personal information, but it's a great text from someone. So anyways, back to what I was saying about my point summary. So I did really good today, I feel like. I only had 2 points for breakfast. And then I had 5 for lunch. The chicken, rotisserie chicken, 0. That bag salad, I think it scans in at 7, but I've counted it 5 points for like 3 years now, and that's always worked for me. And I did bulk it up with a cucumber. So 5 points for lunch. And then dinner, I had 10 points. 3 points of rice, 6 points of pork, and 1 point of sesame oil. Excuse me, sesame oil. Actually, it's probably less than that because I don't even think that was a half cup of rice. But anyhow, and then for a snack, I had an apple. So technically, I'm at 17 points today. No, that's not right. Yeah, that's right. 17 points. I have 6 left, but I did sneak a bite of this mini key lime pie. I forgot to turn on my camera, but I just had like a bite of a key lime pie. So I'm going to put that in there as 3 points, so I'll carry over 3 till tomorrow. So a 20-point day. Okay, friends, talk to y'all later. Bye.